Masodlamahle hlala nami ngelika shong njalo ngemasonto kulolu hlelo lomcimbi Political Eye lapho sibe sibuka kabanti leti tindzaba sikhulumisana nawe lapho ekhaya. Ungaphuthelwa.
Life is art. Everything is art. Look at nature. Nature is art. And so nazi kukhi artists eziphiwe ezine-calling. Not people abagijimisa imali. And those people nabo bane-calling, and you'll find ukuthi khona within them, their ancestors. Nabo bazele a certain reason emhlabeni. Bazokhuluma nathi through art. Could be through music or paintings and what. And you'll find ukuthi abantu abaphiwe, i-art zabo, they change the world significantly. Bachinja impilo zabantu, they inspired people. Nabo mayishona lo muntu aya in the spiritual world, uqhubeka kuba ne role to play.
Win bigger, win better with Pixpeak Casino Online. Simply go to your browser and click www.pixpeakcasino.co.sz and tap into a world of infinite possibilities and winnings. T's and C's apply.
Good evening and welcome to the news. My name is Lamini Temalangeni. First, the headlines. His Majesty the King received letters of credence from the Ambassador of Finland. Prime Minister Cleopas Sipho Dlamini says all is ready for the Correctional Service Day, which will be on the 15th of July. 1 billion rising urges community leaders to protect elderly women, more especially widows. The news. His Majesty King Yemaswati III says ESWATINI can benefit from Finnish companies that are interested in the energy sector. The King said this when receiving letters of credence from the Ambassador of Finland.
Excellency. Welcome.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon.
National salute! Present! May I please present the Ambassador Designate from the Republic of Finland, Your Majesty, please.
His Majesty King Yemaswati III today received credentials from the Republic of Finland. Through Her Excellency the Ambassador Anna Kazam, His Majesty King Yemaswati III said that as the Kingdom of Eswatini, we are delighted to be receiving these credentials from the Republic of Finland. His Majesty also highlighted that it encourages him to hear that the Republic of Finland has achieved a lot through education. His Majesty also mentioned that as the Kingdom of Eswatini, we are looking forward in working together with the Republic of Finland, especially in the production of energy.
We also value very much the relationship which we continue to have with Finland in a number of areas. You have touched some of the areas in your remarks where we are very much actively cooperating very closely together as two countries, and we hope this will of course expand to many other areas. We are a country which is also trying to make some development in terms of transforming this country and make it a much better place. We are confident that there's no need for us to invent new wheels, especially when there are friendly countries like yours which can always share those kind of ideas. We know how much you've contributed in the Red Cross here in Eswatini. I've also been pleased to learn from your country that you are one of the countries which is moving fast, especially when it comes to energy, especially the energy which is more friendly to the environment. In this country, Eswatini, we are having agreements which pretty soon will come to an end within the next coming 2 to 3 years. Those agreements will come to an end. So the kingdom is, of course, in the process of looking for companies that can also produce reliable energy, enough for the whole country and so on.
Her Excellency the Ambassador of Finland, Ms. Anna Kazam, said that as the Republic of Finland, they are delighted to be strengthening the relationship that they have with the Kingdom of Eswatini. Her Excellency mentioned that their country is open in working with the Kingdom of Eswatini in making sure that the Kingdom of Eswatini does receive the right experts in the production of energy.
In our nearly 105 years of independence, Finland has grown to be a nation of 5.5 million people, which both leads many global indices, from happiness to transparency to gender equality, and cherishes also its roots, traditions, and history. My national dress from my home district in northern Finland at the Arctic Circle bears witness to that. Our recipe for transforming ourselves from a poor, small European nation to what we are today has been a combination of investing in education, making sure that everybody is on board in which gender equality is paramount, and also consolidating strong institutions of democracy and governance. For Finland, the European Union is our extended family, also here in Eswatini. None of the EU member states has an embassy here in Eswatini, which is why we have a particularly close relationship with the EU delegation here. Her Excellency Ambassador Shomenova and her team are doing excellent work in representing all of us here. When talking about the multifaceted and multi-layered cooperation that the European Union has here, it's important to remember that also we are, as Finland, one of the 27 member states, part of the same package. I would like to note that also some Finnish companies have been looking at Eswatini with certain interest. All of our major companies have a presence in South Africa, and particular interest has been expressed towards the energy sector reform, and the sustainable use of renewable energy resources. Finnish companies have a lot of expertise in these fields.
Ochani Yemaswati Mkirikalos Lozita Etlezi.
Prime Minister Cleopas Sipho Dlamini urges all Yemaswati who will be at the Correctional Service Day to be at their best behavior. Dlamini said this at the rehearsals in Matapa Correctional College.
The Prime Minister Cleopas Sipho Dlamini reminds Yemaswati will be at the Correctional Service Day in Matapa Correctional College on the 15th of July to be on their best behavior. Dlamini says the rehearsals he witnessed are evidence that members of the correctional service are more than ready for their big day that was last celebrated 2 years ago. Dlamini, who was with the Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, Polile Shakantu, had this to say.
Correctional services in the same mention by Nebuwa Musane Kale Seguro. I appreciate also very slowly going to the Hamden Bill. I think we may met there. Won't look at a patch where I took the little Funati parts and I say, and so or Octavia corner, Nabam leave. Nalama native Vagashi, we have Namayama, Bonile Jinks, Hamba, now I love a 7 corner, but 2 corner would say, but Singa Vele, Wati, Mafawa, a mile, and I said, Mali was a square corner of 7, Scotty, then we will see corner, the Labu, Sashota corner. I doubt the Mapache, and I said,
Dlamini then toured the college where he was shown work done there. He then promised that governments will continue supporting them. For Channel Yemaswati News, I am Temalangeni Dlamini in Matapa.
He warns Yemaswati on fake visa website that says that the South African government is introducing a new visa processing system.
Social media we South Africa seyisikungena kweMaswati ngale kubita eMaswati kuse apply le visa khani nebakangwane akusilo liqiniso lokho lokho solo ngumsebenzi wemathabelangoti ngumsebenzi webantu labachonze kuphathamisa kuthula nenhlala kahle nekusimama kweMaswati nelive lawo eMaswati akakhululeke nje athathe amabhukwana awo engene esikhwahlanda achubeke asebenzise wona iSouth Africa nasekukhona dinguqule tikhona iyawutiteka nelive lakangwane kuma forums lafanele eMaswati atiswe ngendlela yakhona kwanyalo nebekunene chubekani nisebenze ngendlela benisebenza ngalo akusilo liqiniso lokuvetwe ngilala bakufakela kuma social
1 billion rising urges government to protect women, more especially widows, from being abused in the community.
Hlachwago said it is so heartbreaking to witness such at this day and age where people are well educated about violence and abuse. Hlachwago stated that those who have strong evidence against the old woman should have opened a case and let justice prevail instead of abusing and humiliating her. She then pleaded with the police to take action and make sure that the old woman is protected and welcomed back at her home.
Manje si 1 billion rising sithanda ukukhuta ukuthi bantu umthetho batilethele etandleni ngoba phela nangabe khona lapho bebangavami khona nagogo bekufanele ukuthi bahambe bayompota emaphoyisa kube ngiwo laphenya ukuthi lokho labamsolela kona kungiko yini bese ubhekana nemithetho ngendlela lesemthethweni. Siyakukhutha nje lokho ngoba kusaqhubeka nasekuvelile ukuthi gogo kude la kwendile batabe sebayalibisa yini likhaya lakhe lesahliphidelwe lona. And lesento lesike senta ukuthi na labantwana lebe bakhona lababukile nemimango bakholelwe ekutheni nangabe kunento lesiyibona kumuntu ukuthi asihambisani nayo kufanele ukuthi thina lesumthetho sithatha sidibekele etandleni. Siyakukhutha nje kakhulu and sithi inhlangano umuntu angacela ukuthi sonke siyadinga ukuthi gogo ayidinga i-counseling gogo kule trauma nje lengcekiyo kule simo lesimatima kangaka nalomango la sephansi kwawo umuntu angawukhuthatha nje ukuthi yini lengendiwa ukuthi kulekelelwe gogo abuyiselwe ekhaya lakhe noma kwenziwe indlela lengcono ukuthi kwakhiwe kuthula ngoba indlela lengiyiyo besiyikhuthatha ukuthi isombululo tethu ingcabano noma tekungevani akube ngiletho lethi.
For Channel Yemaswati News, I am Demelangeni Dlamini in Manzini.
Before we end our news bulletin, let us look at our top stories making headlines. His Majesty the King received letters of credence from the Ambassador of Finland. Prime Minister Cleopas Dlamini says all is ready for the Correctional Service Day, which will be on the 15th of July. 1 Billion Rising urges community leaders to protect elderly women more, especially widows. We have come to the end of our news bulletin for tonight. Till next time, good night.
This weather forecast is proudly brought to you by FSRA.